Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. There is a very interesting issue that one of our fans here brought to my attention, and I felt it was worth analyzing and discussing here. If you look at William Ruto's affidavit and Wafula Chebukati's affidavit, they have filed at the Supreme Court. William Ruto and Wafula Chebukati are talking different languages on the issue of the 27 constituencies that Raila Odinga believes were used to rig in William Samoei Ruto. So in this video, I want us to have a look at William Ruto's affidavit and Wafula Chebukati's affidavit, for that is going to form the basis of our analysis and the discussion right now. Before we do that, in case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. If you look at William Ruto's affidavit response to Raila's petition on the issue of 27 constituencies, that Raila says their results were not declared by the time Chebukati was declaring William Ruto the president, William Ruto had this to say in his response affidavit. Ruto says, some of the disaffected commissioners announced the verified results of some of the 27 constituencies at the National Tallying Center under the full glare of local and international press media and in the presence of candidates' agents, accredited observers. That's William Ruto's affidavit on the issue of 27 constituencies. Let's see Chebukati's response to the 27 constituencies. Chebukati says that in a rather surprising turn of events, while proceeding towards the podium, we encountered a crowd which made it difficult to access and settle at the podium. After we sat at the dais, we were surrounded by Honorable James Orengo, Honorable Otiende Amolo, Governor Anyang' Nyong'o, Honorable Ledama Olekina, Honorable Gladys Wanga, Mr. Paul Mwangi, and Mr. Saitabu Kanchori, among others. With the prevailing chaos at the podium, after the named persons stormed the podium, Professor Gulie was unable to announce the remaining 27 constituency results, and I was similarly unable to declare the final results. Our security was overrun, and we had to scamper for safety. Yes. That's William Ruto's response and Wafula Chebukati's response. And from those two responses, Ruto is singing completely a different song to that of Wafula Chebukati. Ruto is saying that the four commissioners who rejected Chebukati's declaration of Ruto as the winner read or rather declared the 27 results of those 27 constituencies. Something Wafula Chebukati is disputing. Yes, let's dig deep, ladies and gentlemen, to see what is happening behind the scenes. Yes, I still maintain that this year's presidential petition will be very easy for the Supreme Court judges. And the reason is simple. The commission is split. A majority of the commissioners believes that the election was not done as per the law. They are the majority. That alone, in my considered opinion, renders the whole presidential election null and void. If you leave alone that, William Ruto's response is clearly different from Wafula Chebukati's response on the same issue of 27 constituencies. That also proves and shows William Ruto and Wafula Chebukati are just fabricating lies. Because I believe truth is only one. We can't have 2 or 3 truths. Truth is only one. If the results were announced and declared, they were announced. Why is Chebukati saying they were not announced? William Ruto saying they were announced and declared. It shows clearly they are just fabricating lies. Yes. And on that basis alone, I see that as a very big blow in Wafula Chebukati's attempt to convince the judges that this election was properly done. These people are all talking different tunes and languages. And also, if you look at William Ruto's responses to the issues Raila Odinga raised, William Ruto is not addressing the issues. In fact, if you go through William Ruto's response in the various issues Raila has raised at the Supreme Court of Kenya, William Ruto is just playing politics. He's not giving concrete evidence. Same to IEBC. They are not giving concrete evidences. In fact, they are just giving stories. And this is why I still believe that William Ruto already knows that he's not going to get a win at the Supreme Court. William Ruto is preparing himself for a runoff. And that's why William Ruto is mobilizing and buying elected leaders to join his team. He knows eventually we might go for a runoff. That's something I'm seeing here very clearly. And some of William Ruto's close associates are also hinting towards a possible runoff. Moses Kuri, about 2 days ago now, was just asking, when will that runoff be? But let me tell William Ruto this. I don't think William Ruto will be able to outsmart the Azimio team twice. He outsmarted them in this first attempt in that he pocketed Chebukati and a good number of IEBC officials, and commissioners. He pocketed them early enough. And that's how he just outsmarted Raila Odinga and the Azimio team. I honestly believe that in the event of a runoff, he won't be able again to pull that surprise again. That's something that's very clear. It's very clear. And should there be a runoff, I don't think William Ruto will make it, in that the Supreme Court of Kenya cannot call for a runoff and then they allow Chebukati to oversee that runoff. They shall have done nothing. Because if Chebukati is still the problem and is still there, then it's only commonsensical that in the event of a runoff and is still there, he will repeat the same mistakes. This time around, I'm seeing the Supreme Court most likely going to penalize some of IEBC officials, in that some of them might even be blocked from holding any public office. I'm seeing that coming out very, very clearly. And then today, we also saw IEBC Commission, 4 commissioners filing a petition at the Supreme Court urging the court to invalidate Chebukati's declaration. And also one wing led by the CEO also filed a petition urging the court to uphold Chebukati's declaration. So even with that, just as I've said, that's already a split at the commission. And that is just meant to help Raila Odinga in his case at the Supreme Court. Yes. And also, as I conclude, I still maintain and I repeat, and this is something I've been saying from the first day. William Ruto never won this year's election. And that's something that should be made very clear. Ruto never won this year's election. Ruto's votes were obviously inflated to give him a win. And they mainly played on the turnout, and still the turnout was not enough to give William Ruto the win. They had to gain access to IBC portal to now physically delete some forms and remove some forms and insert some forms. And I'm saying that based on some concrete evidence we have seen in the recent days. In fact, even Nyang'aya just exposed that, and he gave some very concrete evidence on that. Some forensic audit was done by Njoroge. Yes, was done by Njoroge. Ruto never won this year's election. Chebukati overturned the will of a majority of Kenyans. Chebukati committed treason. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. To any other person who wants to have a chat with me or who wants to support the channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. The first comment, I've pinned my number there. You can reach out to me or you can support the channel through that number. God bless you, God bless Kenya. To any other person, that's the kind of analysis we do here. We don't beat about the bush. We go straight and to the point. We call it as it is without fear or favor. In case you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe. To those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment. Let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Stay tuned for our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you.